Welcome to African Tale Stories channel. Without wasting our time, let's get to the word. Long ago, in the sun-baked savannah of northern Nigeria, there lived a woman named Zainab Yusuf, daughter of the wealthiest merchant in the town of Kano. Zainab was beautiful beyond compare. Her skin glowed like polished mahogany, and her eyes streamed with flakes of gold. Her father, Alhaji Yusuf, owned countless caravans that brought salt, spices, and silks from across the Sahara. Her mother, Hawa, had passed away when she was a girl, and perhaps it was the loneliness of her upbringing that hardened her heart, or perhaps it was simply a nature. Whatever the reason, Zainab grew into a proud, prodigal young woman. Her love for luxury was legendary. Each week, she bought fine wrappers dyed in indigo and crimson, delicate golden bangles that jingled on her slender wrist, and imported perfumes she splashed on her skin as though water were not good enough for her. Every man who laid eyes on her dreamt of marrying her, and many tried. But Zainab treated each suitor with disdain. If a farmer came, she would call Ali and say, "You reek of cow pen. Do you think your callous hands were fit to touch me?" If a trader came, she would laugh. "Your profits cannot even buy my breakfast." Began. Even the emir's nephew once knelt before her with a carved ivory box containing an engagement ring. She had stared him down and declared before the whole household, "You are not man enough to deserve my presence. Go back to your grandfather and tell him I am no one's charity." The town gossiped. Some pitied her father, others feared her tongue, and so season passed. Harmattan wind came and went, and Zainab's pride only grew taller. One day, a stranger arrived. He came to the market square with nothing but a leather shepherd and a camel with silver bells strung around its neck. His name was Yaya Musa, and though he wore a plain white robe, his bearing was regal and his gaze steady. He asked the market woman where he could find Alhaji Yusuf's house. When he arrived, the servants stared. No suitor had dare approach unannounced since Zainab's last public revelation of the emir's nephew. But Yaya did not flinch. He requested an audience, and Alhaji Yusuf, intrigued by the man's confidence, welcomed him into the courtyard. That evening, Zainab swept into the room like a desert storm, her head wrapped in layers of silk, her arms jingled with gold. "Who dare comes without sending word?" she demanded. Lifting her chin, Yaya rose. His voice was soft, but carried the strength of Sahel wind. "I am Yaya Musa. I have heard of you. I did not come to beg for your hand. I came to see if your heart is as beautiful as your face." The household went silent. Zainab Nusri fled. You are bold, but you will regret wasting my time. She snapped her finger, and the servant brought dates and milk, as was custom. But when Yaya reached for a date, she leaned forward and whispered, so only he could hear. If you think you are special, you are mistaken. Leave before I disgrace you. Yaya met her gaze. One day, he said calmly, you will wish you had treated people with kindness. With that, he stood, bowed to her father, and left. Zainab laughed cruelly. Another fool vanished, she boasted. That night, however, she could not sleep. Yaya's word haunted her, but her pride was greater than her conscience. And by dawn, she had convinced herself he was just another beggar. Months passed, and Zainab continued a life of excess. Her father grew ill and bedridden. With his decline, death mounted. The years of prodigal spending were catching up. Caravans were raided by bandits. A fire destroyed one of their largest warehouses. Suddenly, Zainab discovered that wealth, like beauty, was fleeting. Creditors came knocking. Servants deserted. The house grew quiet and cool. In desperation, she went to the market to pour her jewelry. As she stood at the trader's store, trembling with shame, a voice spoke behind her. Zainab Yusuf. She turned. Yaya stood there, but this time he was surrounded by men who greeted him with deep bows. Only then did she realize Yaya Musa was no ordinary stranger. He was a powerful caravan leader who had inherited trade routes stretching from Niger to the coast. Her face burned. I was foolish, she stammered. He studied her. You were proud? And pride can be a deeper poverty than hunger. Tears blurred her eyes. Forgive me. He nodded. Then he purchased all her jewelry, paying her more than it was worth, so she could settle her father's debt and bury Alhaji Yusuf with dignity. When he passed weeks later, but Yaya did not offer his hand in marriage. He left quietly, never returning. And Zainab, stripped of wealth and pride, finally learned humility. She spent her days in a modest weaving ship, making simple cloth for the market. No longer the queen of Kano's courtship, but a woman wiser and kinder than she had ever been. In time, people spoke of her not with fear, but with respect, for she helped orphans, girls learned a trade, and never again judged a man by the dust of his sandals. For in the end, Zainab Yusuf discovered the greatest truth. It is better to have a home heart than a golden crown. Thank you so much for watching this intense and gripping story on African Tale Stories channel. Your support means everything to us. If you enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comment section. And we did love to know where you are watching from. Please drop your location in the comment section below. Don't forget to share this story so that more people can watch and learn. Until next time, stay tuned for more captivating African stories. Bye.